Hey guys, this is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while now. This is the Mobius ActionCam, and this is the Ultimate Edition bundle available in the US. I'm not sure if this is available in other countries. I'm pretty sure it is just a bundle that is through the US distributor on Amazon, and it pretty much comes with all of the accessories that the Mobius company makes. So I figured I might as well get the one with everything in it, and I'll at least get to show how they're all used or how well they're made. So cut that open. This package was a lot smaller than I was expecting. So it's going to be quite a few different cables. Here's an adapter for the micro USB and the OTG cable. Here's the video cable. There's audio, video, and the power input. So this little package has cleaning cloths, some lens caps. It's nice to have a few spares. The bubble level, the screwdriver, and the micro SD card reader. This package I didn't get with a micro SD card because I already have several. Here's the helmet mount. I actually already have some of these mounts from the Mobius package, but I figure I could always use some spares. This is the cradles for the camera. So this package comes with two detachable screw holes or mounts. A windshield connector or windshield mount. A sticky 3M mount. I'm personally a fan of these kind. I like to have a smaller mount, and ideally you're going to leave it in one spot anyways, unless you plan on using different cars or using the camera on different cars. This is nice. Okay, so here is just a regular USB cable and some Velcro. A handlebar mount, which you could also use for your rear view mirror if it has a bar mounted to the windshield like my Civic does. Here's just a little tripod. I'm actually using one just like that right now. And the camera. So it says fully charged camera prior to use. A USB charger rated at 1000 milliamp hours or higher is recommended. And there's a website in case you need more instructions. So this is the wide angle version. I prefer to have a wide angle one since I'm gonna primarily use this in my car. But this is it. It's nice to know that there's actually 3 caps, lens caps. Oh yeah, that's what it showed on the picture too, I guess. There's just a little sticker, quality control sticker. So I actually missed one accessory in the box. I realized it was in the bottom left corner, and that is the USB adapter. And I found it a little strange that in the picture it looks like that, and that's actually the one that came with my Inov C2. So it's not that big of a deal, but just strange that the one that came with it is a completely different looking one. A couple of other things I bought for this camera that I knew I would want to use right away include some 90-degree adapters. So for example, this one will be more useful for me at this point, but plugs in like that, so when the camera is mounted from my window I can have it go straight up. I have it mounted behind my rear view mirror right now, so the cord coming straight back gets in the way. I got both of these as a pair on eBay for I think $8 or something, plus a few dollars shipping, or it might have been $8 total, I can't remember, but I bought the pair with the two directions just because maybe in the future I might want to use this one for another reason. The only thing with this is you do need to have a male-to-male USB cable with this. The other thing I got was the capacitor, so I am going to, after this video, swap the battery for the capacitor, because what can happen, like what happened with my INOV C2 actually, is the battery can get too hot and it will basically blow up. And you can see there's some residue because it started leaking, so that pretty much ruined my C2, and that was, I mean, that's the assumed reason why my C2 stopped working, but that was my fault for leaving it in the sun for too long, and it was just running ridiculously hot. But the nice thing about this capacitor for the Mobius uses the same plug. It's probably completely swappable with the C2 or any of the INOV cameras. I am hoping to get another INOV camera sometime in the near future, so if that's the case, I'll probably just do that. Although I would point out that the INOV cameras are pretty tough to open up. There's quite a lot of small parts that you have to remove. So it's pretty much just like the INOV C2, which was obviously inspired by this camera. Has a similar layout with the power button, mode, and shutter. And then just like the INOV, there's the micro SD card slot, but the main difference between this camera is it has mini USB instead of the proprietary 8-pin USB that the C2 and C1 and now the new C3 have. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how all these functions work. So just like the INOV C2, this camera can be set to start recording as soon as it turns on. So there it powers up, and the blinking means it's recording right now, so I have it set to start recording in 1080p immediately. And what's nice about this camera is there's an LED in the back too, so when you're driving around in your vehicle and this is mounted, say, in your windshield or on your dash, you can see from the back that it's recording. One issue I had with the C2 was that when I had it mounted in my dash, I couldn't see if the light was blinking or not unless I sort of stood up out of my seat, or if it was dark enough where it was reflecting in the window. I did have a few issues sometimes where the camera wouldn't, or the C2 would go into standby for some reason, and that might have been an issue with my SanDisk memory card. So I haven't gotten to the bottom of that, but this will let you see the LED blinking without having any trouble, so I do like that feature. So if you want to switch the recording modes, you would pause it right there, and as you can see, the light is now a steady light. So right now it's in standby, and while it's in standby, you can switch between the different modes. So first it was 1080p, then 720p, then photo mode. And so yeah, that was all three modes. So I do like the fact that there's a wider range of colors, because I did have an issue with the C2. The colors look too similar to me sometimes in certain light conditions because I'm colorblind. This one will also glow green when it's charging. So I'm just going to show the software off screen, because I'm just going to be using my Surface and I don't have a capturing software right now, but it's pretty in-depth and has quite a bit more features now than the Inov GUI, which I can show you right there. But it has the basic settings, as you can see. I'll let you pause it if you want to read these. Miscellaneous settings, and I should point out that these are the default settings. I actually installed it and customized mine on my desktop. And then it also lets you save settings for different modes, which is something I was not actually expecting. So I think that is pretty useful. I know the Inov software, you can obviously change the different photo sizes on the main menu, but what I thought was interesting here was you can change all of the frame rate, field of view, wide dynamic range between mode 1 or 2, and then there is an advanced image settings. So when you plug your camera in, you'll select the memory card and you'll save it to the camera. What's really cool about the Mobius is there is an app available for Android devices. So depending on your device, you can just plug in your micro SD card, so here it'll give you the same options as the PC software. It's divided into different tabs along the top, but these are the same options you would get while customizing your Mobius settings on the PC, and it's pretty nice if you have an Android phone or tablet. You can customize your settings on the go. Some cameras, like the Blackviews, have the Wi-Fi feature where you can connect to your phone wirelessly, Android or iOS, but the Mobius is only $80, so it doesn't have Wi-Fi and can't connect with the phone directly. But if you do have a certain phone, such as the Galaxy S or Note models, you can use the OTG cable. So the OTG cable would plug in, and then you would plug in this end to your Mobius. Ideally, you would have a longer cord. That way you can get to a hard-to-reach camera installed in your car, and that way you don't have to remove the memory card either. But you'd have to check the features of your device to see if it supports OTG. So far I'm very impressed with the camera. I do love a lot of the features. I do have some pros and cons for this camera versus the Inov C2, which is obviously going to draw a comparison since they are so similar. I'm going to go ahead and show you just some quick sample footage, and then in the final review, in probably a month after I post this video, I'll have my final opinions on all of the features and the pros and cons of this camera as a dash camera. So I'm going to give this camera a couple of weeks, like I said, at least a month before I have a final opinion on the camera. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's a great camera so far, but I've only tested it for a few days. So in about a month's time, I hope you look forward to seeing my final review. Thanks for watching.